Yeah. 85 fresh.
Bustin', let my haters see it. Legendary, real nigga, no make believe. Legendary, drop the top and whip the pool. Legendary, whipping up that money too.
Power 98.3 people, welcome. Young Arizona, Kaliq is in the building.
Turn up. Wavy, baby, wavy.
Show that love, man. Kaliq hanging out. How are you, sir?
I'm good, bro. I'm happy to be here.
Hell
I'm blessed.
yeah, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Yeah, for sure.
So a lot of people out here know you, man. You've been putting in work for a minute, but for the people maybe streaming right now on the Power app, not too familiar with Kaliq, let's break it down real quick and kind of let them know about yourself.
Real quick, the artist formerly known as Ocean. I've been putting out projects for like 6 years. I'm like always recording, always making music, and I think I put out like 14 mixtapes, but I'm not the mad rapper, you know what I'm saying?
Tell me why you mad, son.
Like,
Tell me why you mad.
It's always just been a process of growth and experimentation for me, you know what I'm saying, and finding my sound, and as you grow up as a person, you grow up into your sound. So I think I'm finally getting to that point right now and maturing as an artist. I'm one of them cats that's really honest and open about my music and always open to feedback, and I remember like when I first started, I was very influenced by 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. So that really was like my wave. Like I just was rapping like him and everybody was like, yo, it's dope because that was the time, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it took me time to really like, okay, I don't want to be like somebody else. I don't want to be like a shadow of somebody else, you know what I mean? And there was other cats that were doing things that got signed and they were sounding like other cats, you know what I mean? And it was working for them, but I was like, nah. So I just completely stopped and rehashed my whole project, started over, and I put out a project called I Am Not a Rapper. And that came out in like 06. Okay. And that's where I really first got my love in Arizona, and I was doing shows and polying with people and stuff. And everything's just been uphill from there for me.
How do you feel the music scene is in Arizona?
Yo, I've been around since Big Fish Pub. You might get stabbed while you rapping on stage. Like that's like Glass Jaw Joe. You start at the Big Fish Pub and then you work your way up to the bigger venues. You know what I mean? No disrespect to the Big Fish Pub. I still love it. It's a great dive bar, but that's where you start. And you know what I'm saying? And back then, I mean, it was like you might catch one half decent dude one night, and me, I stood out just because I was half decent at the time. I feel like I'm a better artist now, but back then I was, you know, cool, and people really loved it because there really wasn't nobody else doing nothing out here. Like everybody was trying to like figure, how do I make West Coast and South music, because like we're Southwest. Like they were overthinking the process of just go create, you know what I mean? Music. Yeah, and there was a lot of imitation rappers out for a long time, and I seen all those dudes now. They work at call centers, they manage in Denny's and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's dope to see now, like we got Collins, I mean, it's so many flavors because it's not just rappers now. You got LV. It's so many people doing things on a high level as far as artists, and you can really see that it's them, and that it's really about music, you know what I mean? It's not about like a lot of cats that fell off that I've watched decline. It was because they wanted the image or they wanted the lifestyle and they weren't trying to make the music.
Hey, so we hit him with the Legendary.
Yeah.
And that's off of the new EP, correct?
Correct. Kaliq, the EP, self-titled, soundcloud.com, Kaliq, that's Kaliq 777.
So listening to Legendary, you know what I'm saying? We hear it on the radio and you can tell this is a well put together sound. It is mixed. It is mastered.
Right. At the end of the day, if it don't sound right, no one's going to hear what you're trying to express. When it sounds like it's a Sharpie record, you know what I mean? It sounds like
exactly
it was
what you're talking about.
That's not a good look. You got to get your stuff professionally mixed and mastered, and that record right there was mixed by Dub B. He was an engineer for Joe Budden. He did some things for Mariah Carey, like, so that actually was recorded for free. Oh, let me turn that down.
Oh, we good.
Recorded for free at my crib, like on a $100 mic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was really my first time ever using auto-tune. So I just was goofing around and it just came out to be Legendary. You know what I mean? But I sent it out to him and he turned it into something completely another level. So I always feel like people don't respect the engineer as an artist, because the engineer is an artist.
Oh, bro, the engineer is gonna make or break that. Right. Like, I mean, you're gonna do your thing, but it is an art to get that quality sound, bro.
Right. And you know what I mean? engineers now are starting trends like that skip effect that they're doing, like when Nicki Minaj comes in and her verse skips in.
Yeah.
Like that's a trend that an engineer started, you know what I'm saying? She didn't do that with her voice.
Yeah.
And everyone is using that. So you have to respect the fact that engineers now add another level to your song, you know what I mean? And they can really take your song from being like a B song to an A+ song, you know what I mean? Just from cleaning it up and, you know, dropping the beat in certain parts. You know what I mean?
Going back to just kind of you and the scene here in the city, how do you feel you're looked at within the city? Do you feel respected by like your peers and the other artists out here, or do you feel that you're not giving your just due?
Nah, I never felt that way, and that's something that kind of had me a little too complacent because I always had that like big fish in a small pond thing going on. Like everybody always gave me props from the moment I put something out. And it made me a little too content for a while. Like I was just chilling in the crib, writing rhymes, and I'm nice.
See, that's cool. You can admit to that.
Yeah,
though.
I mean, I'm cool, comfortable with it. You know what I mean? Like, but now all these other young cats coming out, it made me hungry again. So like the bear was asleep and now I woke back up. You know what I mean? I was hibernating and now I'm ready to drop all the monster stuff I got tucked away.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So I always felt like I got more credit than I really deserved at the time because I wasn't really putting in the work. And now I'm ready to work for real.
See, that sounds dope, bro. That's very, you know what I'm saying, non-egotistical, man. A lot of people, they wouldn't be able to admit to something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Your ego don't get you to the top.
What was one of your best impressions?
Yeah, you know, it's a kid 50 Cent. Unit. It's kind of rusty, you know what I mean?
You good. It's all good, man. Shout out to Kaliq one more time for hanging out, man. Shout out all the social media so everybody can link with you, man.
We only focus on one thing and one thing only. The SoundCloud. I need them plays to go up, you know what I mean? Because Collins is destroying me, and every time I look at my plays and his plays, it breaks my heart, baby.
We got Collins in the bill. We're about to chop it up with him in a second.
No, forget him. We talking about me. Why you bringing him up right now?
You brought him up.
No, I ain't bringing him up. You brought him up.
I mean,
I don't even think about this dude. You brought him up.
He literally just did.
Yo, Kaliq 777. Just search for that on SoundCloud. I got joints. I got joints. I got joints.
You got joints.
Joint.